They say Hollywood loves a comeback, but sometimes the most unexpected story isn't about careers, it's about the moment. Two totally different lives collide and rewrite each other. And right now, Justin Theroux and Nicole Bloom have officially stepped into a storyline nobody really saw. Coming this fast, a surprise pregnancy. That has instantly become one of Hollywood's most talked about shocks of the moment. But trust me, there's far more happening beneath this polished surface than just a cute baby bump on a red carpet. Because when a long time, Hollywood figure like Justin suddenly announces he's becoming a dad again. At this point in his life, people don't just watch, they dissect. They question motives, timelines, and every detail the couple probably hoped would stay quiet. And when that baby bump debuted at a major premiere, something shifted. The whispers, the Reddit threads, the industry gossip blogs, suddenly everyone had a theory. Some warm, some supportive, and some brutal. But honestly, brutal seems to be Hollywood's native language. Let's be real. Justin has lived decades under the microscope. He's seen his romantic life plastered everywhere. From red carpets to headlines that obsessed over every relationship choice he ever made. And Nicole, she isn't exactly a tabloid-trained celebrity. She's a rising actress, still defining her place in the industry. Suddenly pulled into a spotlight she didn't ask for. That contrast alone has already become part of the internet's favorite debate. A seasoned Hollywood icon in his 50s, and a 30-something actress whose career might just be entering its breakout. Stage it's the kind of dynamic gossip feeds can't resist. People online are already speculating that their whirlwind timeline looks kind of too perfect. Dating whispers barely cooled down before an engagement appeared, a beautifully staged Italian proposal, a dreamy beach wedding, and then boom, just months later, PREGNANCY news. Fans who love a fairy tale are cheering hard, but the gossip side of social media is hinting that the speed looks suspiciously convenient. Reports obviously don't confirm anything like that, but the rumor mill doesn't exactly need evidence. It just needs something shiny, and there's no denying the age gap adds rocket fuel to every discussion. Hollywood age differences are practically a genre by themselves, and Justin being more than 20 years older than Nicole has triggered every predictable opinion possible. Some fans applaud them for following their hearts. Others roll their eyes and claim they've seen this pattern before. Reddit users have even joked that Justin is becoming a Hollywood dad archetype, while others point out that Nicole is walking into intense public scrutiny she might not have fully prepared for. These aren't facts. These are just loud opinions, but in Hollywood, opinions spread faster than reality ever can. But maybe that's the deeper layer of this story. Because while the internet debates, something personal is really happening here. Justin is stepping into what could be the biggest reinvention of his public image in years, maybe decades. Think about it. Once celebrated for edgy roles and cool guy energy, he's now putting family man at the center of his next chapter. And honestly, after everything he's been through in previous high-profile relationships, there's something meaningful about the idea of a reset. A quiet new beginning. A chance to build something that doesn't require flashbulbs to be real. Nicole, meanwhile, is suddenly part of a Hollywood narrative that might shape the rest of her career. An actress rising steadily, now expecting a baby with a major industry figure. Some viewers are already speculating that this might pause her momentum more. Ironically, boost it. Hollywood loves a dramatic storyline. And nothing is more dramatic than entering parenthood while your star is just beginning to climb. Some industry insiders have hinted that this could actually humanize her public image, making audiences root for her future projects even more. But this pregnancy also raises a bigger question: privacy. Because for years, Justin has tried to keep his personal relationships as low profile as possible, even when his romantic life was exploding across headlines in the past. He repeatedly said he preferred to keep love behind closed doors. Yet here he is again, back in the center of speculation, whether he asked for it or not. When Nicole revealed that bump on the red carpet, What should have been a very personal milestone instantly became Hollywood property. Whether they like it or not, every public appearance from now on will be analyzed like a mystery clue. Still, there's no denying that this moment carries a different energy. Less scandal, more maturity. Less Hollywood chaos, more real-life transformation. This isn't a messy breakup or a dramatic fallout we're talking about. It's the beginning of a family. And even critics are struggling to tear that apart without sounding harsh. Sure, anonymous commenters will always look for a shady angle. But as of now, the dominant reaction is shock mixed with curiosity rather than outrage. For Hollywood, that's practically wholesome. But don't think for 1 second that the gossip cycle is finished. As the pregnancy progresses, every tiny detail, the gender, the nursery, the baby names will be magnified and interpreted. People who have never met them will decide whether they approve of their life choices. That's the strange bargain public figures make in Hollywood. The moment something personal becomes visible, the public believes they own part of the storyline. And with a baby involved, that instinct only multiplies. Some fans believe Justin is entering the most grounded chapter of his life. Others warn that pressure, age, and intense media attention could make things harder than anyone realizes. But here's the truth nobody really says out loud. Sometimes, when life changes, you don't get to prepare. You just jump. And this looks like a jump. A bold one. A vulnerable one. A beautifully unpredictable one. And maybe that's what makes this moment feel so strangely emotional. Hollywood romances often fall apart in front of cameras. But this one seems to be growing even literally. It's like watching a completely different version of a familiar face. Justin isn't trying to be the cool Hollywood guy this time. He's trying to be something else, maybe a dad who gets a second chance at love, at family, at leaving behind something more meaningful than movie credits. As for Nicole, she's not just becoming a wife or a mom, she's stepping into an identity the industry didn't quite expect. And honestly, that surprise might be her superpower. Some actresses spend years trying to break out. Nicole just stepped into the spotlight through real life, not PR strategy. People love authenticity, and right now, she represents a story that feels unexpectedly human. So what happens next? Public fascination, for sure. Endless speculation, definitely. Maybe even a shift in how both of them shape their careers. Will they prioritize privacy? Will they lean into the Hollywood life? Will they protect their child from the public eye or share this journey with the world? Nobody knows. And that uncertainty combined with the emotional shock of this pregnancy might be the biggest hook of all. But one thing is crystal clear. This isn't just baby news. It's a turning point. A new season into very different lives that somehow collided at the exact moment they were meant to. And love, especially in Hollywood, rarely arrives on time. It arrives when it wants, ignores opinions, and rewrites the script. And that may be exactly what's happening right now. Because for all the speculation, all the age gap debates, and all the gossip blog chatter, this moment isn't about Hollywood. It's about two people choosing each other and choosing a future together, no matter how loud the background noise gets. And if there's one thing Hollywood can't resist, it's a story that refuses to apologize for being real.